The National Institutes of Justice reports that 1/5 to 1/4 of women are sexually assaulted or raped throughout their time in college. In order to reduce the number of students, both men and women, who may possibly be sexually assaulted, Penn State officials are working to create a more educated and aware student body. Before the start of the fall semester each year, University Health Services Associate Director Linda LaSalle says students must participate in the university's AWARE program. LaSalle says AWARE is an online module program that is designed to provide information to incoming freshman students about sexual and relationship violence. She says the program's mission is to reduce the risk of students being either a sexual assault victim or perpetrator and is a unique program compared to other universities.
First of all, we have Penn State students talking and appearing in the videos, so that makes it very student relevant. And they're talking about the Penn State Code of Conduct, and they're talking about laws in Pennsylvania, and they're talking about our resources that students can access. So to me, that makes it kind of stand above other programs.
University of Nevada psychology professor William O'Donoghue says in order to increase program effectiveness for both genders, sexual assault education programs need to be addressed differently for men and women. In a recent survey, O'Donoghue illustrates that out of 26 universities, only 2 had programs specifically for men, and 21 universities solely focused on women. Because it currently is not, Penn State Office of Student Conduct Associate Director Karen Feldbaum says students' understanding of consent needs to eventually be the same for every student.
If you were to ask people, have you ever either been sexually assaulted or participated in a sexual assault of another student, they would say no, absolutely not. And then if you were to say, have you ever been intimate with somebody when you didn't have verbal affirmative consent for what you were doing? Well, yeah, I've done that.
Feldbaum says men and women perceive information about sexual assault differently, and women in particular need to not only be aware of available resources and support systems, but how to be a support and resource for others.
One of the things that we often see is a woman comes in and is a victim, and because of how the incident occurred, she's lost friends because either they don't believe her, or in some cases, they themselves have been victims and they didn't get any help, or they felt like they had a certain amount of responsibility. So I would like to be talking more with women in particular about what is that, because I think it's that prevalent.
Penn State Center for Women Students Programming Coordinator Jennifer Pensick says a variety of education programs that discuss sexual assault is necessary to have year-round.
You never know if someone's going to disclose something to you or if something's going to happen to you yourself, and you want to kind of know, okay, where can I go for help or to get more information? We always try to bring a diverse set of speakers and do different types of programming, and the more that people can kind of talk about stuff like this and really take advantage of it, it's all for the better.
In terms of developing general sexual assault prevention programming, Wayne State University social psychology professor Antonia Abbey says it is challenging because perpetrator characteristics are widespread. Abbey says numerous studies have linked similar perpetrator skills together, but not enough to create one single set of characteristics to try combating. LaSalle says the university is aware that students are overwhelmed with information about a variety of campus issues, but there will still be a constant strive to find a way to present the student body with information about sexual assault.
I think the challenge is, how do we as staff help students confront situations where sexual assault might happen? Because students have a lot of power to actually prevent sexual assaults and to also convey to each other that Penn State's not a place where students are going to tolerate this kind of stuff.
Feldbaum says while Penn State University can still improve on educating the student body on sexual assault issues, the university has come a long way in the past 20 years. For Com Radio, I'm Gabby Santalaquido.